beautiful people. It's been a minute, but here I am. How are you doing? If you're new to this channel, my name is for Esther, and you can hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so that every time I post a video, you'll be the first one to get notified. Anyway, my story begins. This year, the beginning of this year, I left employment sector because I felt like it's high time. I needed to start chasing my career, or rather just do something for me, you just do something so that it goes down into the memory lane that I did something. So, in February, I wanted to have an emotional life. Bro, I was like 3 years down the line and I've never ever been in a relationship. It's better, it's high time I get this thing done, Decided to put myself out there. So what did I do? I brought my friends into a conference meeting and asked them, how do you guys do it out there? They're like, first of all, you have to get yourself into dating apps. Who is me? I decided to get into a dating app. And then I started getting likes. I started getting people hitting on me, and it was good. It was good. I went on a few dates here and there. I met a guy that I liked so much. And me, when I like. When I like someone, I like them. So it happened this guy was from West Africa, and we had just started to get to know each other, and he was saying the right things. When a guy says everything right, like he says whatever he says is just right, whatever he does is just too right, And that time, it was around that time whereby there was a story trending about Nigerian scammers. Yeah, scammers through those dating apps. They entice you, they talk to you, they do everything right. And then, I'm not saying Nigerians are bad. They're the good ones. The good ones are out there. And then they entice you, and then when they find out you are easily enticable. So at the back of my mind, as much as this guy is saying everything right, he might be a scammer. I was keeping that in mind because we've not met, So this guy disappeared on me for some time. Was it even? No, he didn't even disappear. Like, we just lost. When we lost touch, he decided, I don't know what happened. And then he texted me, or I'm the one who texted him, I don't know. Then there's that particular day that when he texted me and I told him where I am, he was like, I'm coming there right now. I'm like, yo, I've just texted you my location. You can just tell me you're coming right now, and it's 7 in the PM. So he told me I'm coming. Don't worry, I'm coming. And he told me he's somewhere around. So I was like, it's not a big deal. It took time. It took like something of 1 hour until I was like, maybe he's not coming. And that day I was indoors. I had not showered. I had not done everything. So when he said it's going to come, a girl baby went to the shower. A girl Toto did everything, I showered. I dressed well. I didn't want to dress like I'm going on a date, but I just wanted to feel good, But also remembering at this moment, I'm also living at my relative's place, so I can't just leave anyhowly. So I told them I'm grabbing something at the shop. I told them I'm grabbing something at the shop because I knew it was just, the guy told me it's not like a long meeting, it's just, he just wanted to see me. So he came. He came after like an hour. And he asked me, where do I park? I was like, So he told me he would park outside the residential gate. Okay, I went and met him. And he came out of the car and he was tall. The American height tall. I was like, wow, God, I think you do wonders, huh? You know how you do things. He was just so good. We hugged, we talked for like an hour. We were just talking. And he told me he liked me so much and he doesn't want to exceed, like wait for anything else. He wants to take me on a date. And I was like, and he was like, tomorrow? How is tomorrow? I was like, yo, chill out, man. We've just known each other today. Tomorrow you want to take me on a date? That's so quick. He was like, no, me, when I find a woman who I like, Oga, when I find something I like, I go on a date immediately. I want us to start this ship immediately, with immediate effect. I was like, hold up, Captain. Hold up, Captain, you're going too fast. But anyway, I was like, I'm not going to work. I'm not having anything serious to do. So why should I waste him or something of the sort? So he told me he would pick me. You guys, are you listening? This guy came to me. He looks sharp. He looks good. We already into a vibe for an hour. He has already told me he wants a date. Are you getting? Everything is just check. Hey. Oh my God! Wow! So, I was back in the house, I'm glowing. I'm smiling. There I'm smiling right now, Everything is finally. Like, it seems this year is going to be a good one. You wait up. Wait there. My friend. The following day came. I was running a few errands. Then after a few errands, I didn't have much to do. He told me we would meet around 12 or in the afternoon. So by something like 1 or 2, he came to pick me up. Mazesi, I dressed. I don't usually wear heels. I'm not a heels person. But that day, I killed myself into a pair of heels. Yes, the extent we go to just look good. So I was looking good, by the way. I wish I had a picture. I was looking good. So he took me somewhere far, like not in the CBD, out. While we were going there, he decided to tell me a story about him. And in this story, he was telling me he came from Sierra Leone. He's not a Nigerian. He's from Sierra Leone. I was like, this is sweet. So when he told me he's from Sierra Leone, that was like a +1 again. Now even my heart will settle. But he told me he came from Sierra Leone at an early age. He stayed in Nigeria, blah, 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 and stuff like that. And now he sounds more of a Nigerian than a Sierra Leonean. Okay? So we talk, we link up, and it's all good. Days down the line. I would say like weeks down the line, he introduces me to his brother and a few friends, and the relationship is already flowing. One day he calls me and tells me things are not good with him. His business is not doing well. And I ask him why. He tells me one of his containers is stuck in Mombasa port. And I'm like, okay. Flashback. I want you guys to go back, rewind there. On that day that we were having a date, he told me he's running a business that deals with containers and stuff like that. Bringing wholesale goods. And he's like a supplier, He's like a supplier for some stuff. Now, this particular day, he tells me his container has been bringing issues ever since last year, December. We are in February. we are in March. We are in February. So he tells me his container has brought issues, and it has been taking a lot of his money and time, and he just doesn't know what to do. I'm like, as a concerned girlfriend, you're like, what's up? Maybe I might not help you with money or something, but maybe my idea can help, Maybe I have an opinion. And he's like, I've been in the business for 10 years, and things like this usually happen, yeah. So I was like, okay, so you know how to go about it? He's like, he's tried all his ways, they're not working out. And I'm like, while we are continuing with the conversation, he's telling me, he's not supposed to be even poor or struggling because of his family. This guy says he comes from a royalty. Like, he says he comes from, his dad is like a politician back in his country. I'm not going to say the title of the politician, okay? I'm not going to say anything. Like, I don't want to go into specification. But he tells me his dad is that high and mighty. I'm like, me, I can't struggle when my dad is, let alone Raila. If my dad is even Kalonzo Musyoka, I can't struggle. I won't even think twice. Then he clarifies to me that he can't reach out to his dad because he has family issues. Every family has issues. So I understand, because my own family is also dramatic. I understand, in as much as we don't have money. So he explains to me whatever issue they have with their family, and that's why he's not like in good terms with the dad. And I'm like, okay. Then if you've been in business for 10 years, you must know a few friends. You must know a few friends who can hold you up when you're down. Because if you've been in this business for 10 years, I have been in business for less than 6 months, and at least I've made a few connections of people who can ride and die with me. So 10 years, and this is such a big business he's talking about. So I don't expect him to. So I'm like, why don't you reach out to your friends? He's like, my friends, you know when you usually have problems, they're not friends. They don't have to be personal friends. They are business friends, They're investors. Why can't you reach out to those kind of people? And he's like, that's why I didn't want to tell you this problem, because you won't understand. Then I let it go. Before I go far, I asked this guy, who's your dad, by the way? Because if he's a famous politician, then definitely, in my mind, I'm saying, if he's a famous politician, then definitely I can go Google him. So this guy, I don't know if he was thinking or not, he gave me the name. And I was like, okay, that's your dad, okay. So later on, we part ways, I let him go, I go back to the house. I go Google this guy. The person he's telling me about died. The politician died. Oga, the politician you're telling me about is the late. So I'm like, no, let me not jump into conclusions. Let me read about his bio. Maybe he's one of the sons or what. I go read about the bio of this guy. This guy is not in the list. Or maybe it was those kids that were not. Maybe. Like out of wedlock kind of kids. Like as Kenyans, huwa tunaonanga politician akikufa ndio unaanza kusikia sijui alikuwa na wife yupi. So I was thinking maybe in those lines. But I was like, if this guy died, then all his kids must have been known, in some kind of way, because we know how Africans behave. So I'm starting to have so many questions. I'm like, should I be patient or not? I call my friend, I tell her about the story, and she's like, me, I'm a bit skeptical about this guy of yours. I had missed a part. Rewind. That day he was telling me about his issue. He's like, now, since his container has quamad at the port, he has spent already, so you 2 what million. No, he said he has spent around 1 million. So he needs 1 point something million to clear whatever is happening. Let me tell you, to be honest, I think this guy thought I'm rich. Because first, you remember, you guys, I told you I was living with my relatives. Then this guy usually dropped and picked me up. So I felt like maybe he thought that was my place, and maybe I'm just lying about living with relatives. Because me, even if you meet me out there, you won't know I'm poor. I don't show poverty, my friend. I don't show poverty, my friend. Even with my povertyness, I don't show, my friend. So I felt like this guy thought I was rich. Fast forward, he had already asked me for 1 point something million. You guys, he has indirectly asked me, because he was like, can't you tell, do you know where I can get 1.5 million? I was like, I'm struggling. The way I'm struggling even to have my own business standing or whatever it is, or sitting. How can I afford 1 point? I've never even seen a million. How about 1.5? Half a million I've never seen with my eyes. Sambusa. You guys. People are funny out here. So this guy had indirectly asked me for money. Then, on that night, when I went to Google about his information, he again called me. He told me, oh, babe, could you please help me with this money? I want to put on my Airtel line, I didn't have money. Me, I'm broke. I'm broker than brokest. This guy just doesn't believe that I don't have money. He just doesn't believe. Are you guys getting me? So, I didn't have the money. I told him, and he was like, okay, we'll sort it out. So from that day, moving on, our relationship was just already, because the money asked had not been offered, he he was not again the same. So me, I was patient. My friend told me to be patient, not to ask immediately. So the following day, I don't know, I had a bad day. I had a bad day. I think things were just not working out the way they should be. And as a girlfriend, you want to talk to someone, and the first someone in my head is my guy. So I call him, and he's like, I'm a bit busy right now. At this time I'm calling him, it's at night. He's telling me he's a bit busy. I don't know what. Things are not working out on his end, so he can't talk to me. I'm like, okay. And me, I was down that day. I was so down. So I called another friend. We talked, and it was over. When I was cooling down now, I decided to call this guy again. I called him and told him, by the way, I want you to tell me about your dad. He was like, where is this coming from? You said your dad is so and so. So I want you to explain to me why the late so and so, you are claiming that you know the late so and so. The other day here, you were telling me you went to a meeting with your dad at Kempiski. Are you normal? The late, were you meeting a ghost? Yeah, he had told me that he had a meeting with his dad a few weeks before. So I was like, were you meeting a ghost? And he was like, I don't want to hear any more of this thing. If you don't want to believe, are you calling me a liar? I don't know what. He was just jumping here and there and talking a lot of things. I was like, hey, no, me, I just asked. if whatever you're saying is the truth, kindly elaborate. Because maybe, just maybe your father had a twin who had the same name. Maybe, I don't know what happened. You are the one who knows your story. You need to give me clear information. Hey, Koradu, I want clear information. Why are you talking about a dead person like he's alive? And he's like, I think you're knowing too much too soon. I should have told you this later. And he hangs up. And he tells me he doesn't want to talk to me right now until I cool down. That's when he called me. So, this guy never gave me an explanation of his dead dad. And months down the line, why I'm telling you this story right now is because a few days ago, the guy called me and he wanted us to talk. And on that particular day that we were supposed to meet, he didn't reach out. He went quiet. So I thought maybe he's busy. And I was just meeting him as a friend. Me, when I cancel you, I've canceled you. So that very day, there's a day I was passing by his place. And I was like, oh, are you guys around? I can say hi. Don't ask why me, who have already found out that this guy might be a scammer, why I'm even asking him. I could say hi. Don't ask. Women can be stupid. That's how we are. So he's like, have you guys ever had a computerized voice? You know me, I only hear of it in movies. I called and he picked, or I don't know who picked, but there was a computerized voice, like that deep bass when kidnappers are asking for a ransom, when terrorists are doing, you know, those funny things. My God, my heart sank. Like a stone just sat on my heart. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And he picked, and I don't know, okay, whoever picked, they picked and they were like, I can't talk right now. Like, no, I can't talk right now. But now with the bass, I can't talk right now. I'll call you later. I'm like, huh? You what? You what? I can't hear you, my friend. And they hung up. I don't know. You guys, I don't know if up to date. I don't know if I was dealing with a serial killer. I don't know if I was dealing with a scammer. I don't know if I was dealing with I don't know who I was dealing with, honestly speaking. But that has really made me slow how I was going with this dating thing. Like I felt like I was, God, what was I? Me, I don't know who I was meeting. Was it a ghost? Was the dad a ghost? Like, those questions still go through my mind. I don't know. That's so crazy. Like, from that day up to, I just blocked the number. I don't want any explanation. I don't want. That was just, I don't want. And Jesus. These things happen. Now someone was telling me, now when I told this to a friend of mine, she was telling me, hey, those things happen. These Nigerians scam. Some of these Nigerians scam you, some of them. Like, she was telling me a story of another girl who was scammed over 100K. Like, she was telling me, there's a lady, if they find you to be too easy to entice, they can really scam you proper. Proper. You will go borrowing people money to give them. You will go selling your things to give them money. You know those things. So they are there. Those guys are there. I didn't find the opportunity to confirm if this guy was falling in any of those categories. But from the scenario, from the way things happen, I think I was dealing with one of those things. And me, I just pray to God I survived. I just pray to God I'm here to tell a story. Because stories are out here. They are funny. This is Nairobi. You meet all types of people. And this is not to bash anyone dating Nigerians, because I've had a very beautiful love stories with Nigerians. I've had very nice stories about, and my hope is still out there. Me, I want to date a foreigner. Like, why should I date a Kenyan? Yet God has given us opportunity of going out there. I would really love to try out there. I don't want to limit myself to Kenyans. That's just me. I don't know your story, but that's just me. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my story, and more of these stories will be coming. Just pray for me I get good moods like this every day. Because life is tough. Not every day you wake up with a good mood to tell a story. But anyway, these are just experiences. I want you to learn from them. I want you to, if you can avoid them. Me, I'll tell you one thing. Anything to do with a foreigner, take it step by step. Take it slow. Because people are weird. Anything to do with a foreigner, not even a foreigner, even our own Kenyans. People are weird. At this time and age, people are just weird. People are doing weird things. So when you're getting into a relationship today, and then just take your time. Take your time. Learn someone. Don't find out he's a mchawi 2 years down the line, or she's a witch doctor 2 years down the line. No, take your time. Learn people. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you've liked the video. Share your comments, share your experience. I want to hear your experiences. And that's it for today. If you've had a good experience with the West Africans, tell me. If you've also had a bad experience with them, tell me. I would like to hear them out. Reach me out on Instagram at esther.amo.507 and tell me what you'd like to hear from me. Anyway, that's it for today. Bye.